everybody, this is Rachel here again today. Thank you so much for joining me here in this lovely cooking demo for some roasted red pepper hummus. So what brings me to do this cooking demo today? Well, this week is all about lifestyle changes, and this morning I was talking about a lot of lifestyle struggles that people have, and one of my biggest lifestyle struggles when I was growing up was my weight. I had a really poor diet, I had no idea what to eat, and before I knew it, at the age of 21, I was extremely overweight and none of my clothes fit me. I felt like I was a mess and I had no idea what to do. So what I started doing was, instead of feeling sorry for myself, I decided, what can I do to change this around and bring me joy? So I started looking at different recipes on different cooking blogs, and one of the first recipes that I found was this delicious roasted red pepper hummus. It's so easy to make, it only takes a few minutes, and it's great for busy people that don't feel like they have a lot of time to cook throughout the day. So what better way to make a really fast meal or a really fast snack while being able to maintain taste, quality, and this dish is also extremely versatile, so you can, for example, put it on some chicken and roast it with some vegetables if you're in a rush, and there you have a complete meal. So now I'm going to get started and show you how to make this delicious recipe. So first, start with 1 can of chickpeas drained and rinsed. So I'm going to pour this in the blender here. Next, take the roasted red peppers here. I roasted some yesterday since I've been doing a lot of cooking recently. So what you do is you put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. Make sure to chop the red peppers in half and put them on a foil baking sheet to make sure that nothing sticks to the pan. And that way, once you put it in the oven for 25 minutes, you'll have a nice roasted red pepper, and make sure that it's roasted around all sides. Don't worry if you get confused, because I'll be posting these directions after this cooking demo. So I'm going to pour these in the blender. I also have in here 3 cloves of roasted garlic, because what better than using roasted garlic as well? Why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone here? Another great idea is to roast all of your vegetables in advance, so that way you're not just doing one little task and then you have vegetables for the rest of the week as well. So stay tuned, because I have a delicious recipe coming up that incorporates a bunch of vegetables that I got from my local CSA. It'll be some roasted broccoli and cheddar soup. So the next ingredients I have here are, I squeezed 1 full lemon and 1.5 tablespoons of tahini paste. So I'm going to pour that in the blender as well. Next, I have my spices here. I have 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and then I have salt and pepper to taste. Also, if you want it a little bit on the spicier side, you can add roasted red pepper flakes, but I'm going to keep this out because for those people who don't like spicy foods. I'm going to pour that in the blender. The last ingredient here is from my local CSA. I got some delicious freshly chopped hummus, or some deliciously freshly chopped parsley. So I'm going to pour that in the blender. So now that we have all the ingredients, you can see here, all ready to go. So I'm going to put it in the blender, and I'm going to pulse it until everything's all creamy. So I'm going to start blending this up. You can do this on low, so no worries. It should only take a few minutes. If you have one of these lovely things, you can push it down to make sure that everything gets blended up and you're not left with chunks. So I'm going to give it a little help here. Just blending it up. Sorry about that. Having those is really helpful because sometimes the hummus can have a hard time blending up. So this is what it looks like when it's done. Looks delicious, nice and red. Now I'm going to pour it in this bowl so now you can see it. So the last step is to let it chill for an hour so it retains its texture and you have a nice, smooth, creamy dip. No need for dairy here because dairy in a lot of people causes food sensitivities. So that way you have a nice healthy dish with some beans. It's gluten and dairy free, and you can dip this with a lot of delicious vegetables. So here we have it, delicious hummus. Yum! I'm so excited. I get to share this with a lot of people, and I'd love to be able to get to share this with you too. So that's my cooking demo. I really hope you enjoyed this delicious hummus. And as always, do something in your day that brings you excitement and joy, like cooking does for me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and stay tuned for more delicious recipes to come. Bye-bye.